And we're live. How you loving, family? How you loving, family? How you loving? How you loving? So, family, I had to pray about this message today because this message is going to step on some toes. This message is going to be a thorn in the side for many people, and I'm very happy about it. So come on in, get your weed, get your kombucha, get your cup of tea, your ginger tea, whatever whatever your vibe is, whatever your flow is. Come on in here, family. Come on in. Come on in the upper room. Come on in. I am Reverend Valerie Love. It is Witchy Wednesday, baby. Happy Witchy Wednesday, Danielle. How you loving this grand night? Those are Jay Hodge. Give you a call, okay? Shout out to my love tubers. Come on, love tubers. Shout out to the members on the YouTube channel. Shout out to the Facebook Witchy Wonders. Shout out to all the family all over the world. Hey, how you love Tina? How you loving? Tina, you want to come see me in Mexico, Tina? Come on down. I just put up something new. It is on the website right now, ValerieLove.com. I got the inspiration this morning to do a writing retreat here. Actually, an author's retreat, because we not only write, well, you can now publish a book without actually writing it. And so, love. Look at all our fam, look at all our fam, look at all our fam. Make sure you share this. I'm coming to you live from Merida, Mexico. So I've been a nomad for over a year. And I have Nomad Queen videos to upload. They will be uploading to the YouTube channel on Friday. Hello, family. I love seeing you. I love seeing you. It's Witchy Wednesday. Remember how we do on YouTube. Smash that like button, baby. Smash that share button, and remember to subscribe and ring the bell. How you loving? Subscribe and ring the bell. And if you're on Facebook watching this, welcome. Follow this page. We love you. Oh, Davina, Lemire, thank you so much. Authentic and powerful. Woo. Davina, I found out that you got to be yourself, and everyone else is taken, right? You got to be yourself. You got to be yourself. Family, let's pray before I go into this message. And let me give you a couple of updates. First, a prayer. Deep breath. Come on, witchy wonders, witches and wizards and mages of all ages, magical beings all over the globe. Breathe. And Great Spirit, my prayer is, thy will be done. Amen. So, how Christianity is created by bloodthirsty pedophiles. That's what we're talking about today. What is the intention? Because everything beneficial is done from a space of intention. I'll share the intention. The intention is love and freedom. I'm here for your freedom, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. I'm here for your freedom. I'm here for our freedom, for the collective freedom of humanity. I am a catalyst and a transformation agent for the transcendence of humanity. That's why I'm here. That's probably why you're here. That's why we're having this conversation together, you and I, right? Jabo Martin, how you loving? Hey, Kathy. Kathy, I'm seeing you for the second time today. How you loving? How you loving? Yeah, Danielle. Danielle is giving high fives on that intention. Danielle, is the intention working? The intention is working, yes. This is for love. This is not for bashing. Don't take this as bashing. This is for love. Love shows us the truth and yanks us out of our little tiny beliefs. This is not about belief. Your spiritual path is not about belief. Our spiritual path is about truth. That's what it's about. It's not about how I think it should be. or how you think it should be, with all due respect. It's not about that. It's not about how do I feel about it. I don't like a lot of the things that I discover to be true because it makes me have to let go of some of my petty little beliefs that were not true. Does the universe run on like? No, the universe doesn't run on whether you like it or don't like it. You probably won't like a lot of the things I say. That would be the mark of someone who's speaking the truth. Because the truth, when we hear it, first it pisses us off, then it sets us free. Yeah, first it pisses us off. We don't want to hear it. We don't like it. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Or is that just me? We don't like to hear the truth about ourselves. And we don't like when someone comes along and yanks away one of our precious beliefs that we've held so dear for a long time. Well, I am the universal, I am not the universal. I am ordained by the universe to be a belief blanket snatcher. I just snatch people's beliefs like little baby blankets. You don't need it. And the thing is, your beliefs are stopping you from having the very thing that you're asking for. Ooh, my beliefs are stopping me from having what I'm asking for. Yes, family? We like it when we seek the truth. Yes, Jay. Me too. And you know what? When the truth comes, my beliefs start crumbling and it doesn't feel good. It's like, ooh, ah. And then sometimes we get angry. Oh, why did they teach us that? That wasn't even true. It's okay. We get to exercise forgiveness. Forgiveness is like a universal solvent that just washes away everything. So I said that to prepare you for what I'm about to say, because what I'm about to say can be considered inflammatory. That is not the intention. And what I'm about to say could be considered a slam on religion. That is not the intention. And what I'm about to say could be perceived as anti-Catholic. That is not my intention. I don't have no problems with Catholics. I love every religion. I never met a religion I didn't like. I'm here for the truth that sets us free. And if what you believe cannot withstand ruthless examination to test it, it doesn't matter how much you scratch pure gold, you're going to get more pure gold. Now, if you have an alloy or a fake or something that's gold plated, you scratch at that sucker, ooh, this is not the real thing. You're going to find it out very quickly. Come on, Danielle. Danielle. It is about to be all the way on today, Danielle. Now, family, if all my other 1,000 videos didn't get me in trouble with religion, which they have, oh, this one is sure to do it. And guess what? I love it. Not because I'm a rebel rouser or a troublemaker. I love it because I'm about my Father's business and I'm the same radical rebel Christ was. I am the same radical rebel Christ was. That's what I aspire to be. So let's talk about who created Christianity as we have it today. It was created by the Romans. Are you Roman? I'm not Roman. Are any of y'all Roman? I'm not Roman. Nothing against people who are Roman. Definitely nothing against Italian people. Is that your heritage? How do Romans get to tell everybody what to do? That's the first thing. Next, what kind of society was Roman society? And what does this have to do with Christianity? This society was likely the most bloodthirsty culture in all existence. In all existence. Oh, your grandmother was Italian. Oh, beautiful. I think I might have a little Italian. I need to check it. But this doesn't have to do with Roman. I'm talking about Roman culture, right? Not so much lineage, heritage, not so much DNA. Because we know that we don't carry this culture, family, and we know that we don't carry this energy and this vibration of bloodthirst. What are we talking about when we talk about bloodthirsty? Well, who killed Jesus? Yes, it was incited, quote unquote, by the Jewish people for various reasons. He was upsetting their faith. And they were able to goad the Roman government, who were their oppressors. Remember, the Jews and the Romans, they were not friends. The Romans were the oppressors, the slave masters of many, many, many people, and the oppressors of the Jewish nation, of the Jewish people. So the Jewish people did not even have the ability and the wherewithal and the legal right to even execute anyone. They didn't have the legal right to execute someone, even if their law called for it. Why? Because they were under Roman rule and oppression. Well, the Romans had all manner of horrific ways to kill people. Now, it is said that if a person is crucified, they die a very long, slow, painful death. Sometimes it takes 3 days for them to die. Who would do that? Where is your humanity? Forget about religion. Let's leave religion out of it for a moment. Where is the humanity? Where's the compassion? I understand many cultures have the death penalty. Many cultures have, I think still to this day in Dubai, they have, if you steal, they'll chop off your head. And that's why nobody in Dubai is stealing anything from anyone. Everybody works for it because they know that the consequences and the accountability is very swift and very horrific. So you just don't do it. Plus, it's an Islamic country and people have high regard for things like that. They just don't do that, right? Well, in Roman society, when they went to, not commit the death penalty, when they went to, capital punishment, when they killed people, it was going to be by some horrific, bloody, gory way. Throw them to the lions and watch lions eat them. Does that sound like God to you? I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one asking these kinds of questions. Does that sound like God to you? Just anyone. We can ask a kid that question and they would have the answer. Does that sound like God to you? So now, let's go further with this culture. And what was in the air when Christianity was created? You must look at these things. Happy Witchy Wednesday, Linda. How you loving, boo? We must examine these things, especially on matters of the soul. Lady Luna, how you loving? Family, we must ruthlessly examine everything we believe and where did it come from, especially on matters of the soul, because these beliefs serve as shackles. Cut yourself free. Cut yourself free. Let's go further. So we have these bloodthirsty people. These were the people that killed Jesus Christ. The people that killed Jesus Christ co-opted Christianity, co-opted paganism, did a mashup to try to get everybody in the realm on side so that they could control everyone, everywhere. And this is still perpetuated to this day. The long arm of the Holy Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire is still existing. It's called the Vatican in Rome. Ooh. What? Yes. The long arm of the Holy Roman Empire. Holy, I question that. As much blood as it has on its hands, witches, pagans, and Islamic people, anyone who did not get on side with their narrative, off you. Off you. This is who created the brand of Christianity that we have today. Now, if you follow that, I pray this be a wake-up call. These are the monsters, the bloodthirsty, hellish monsters who created the Christianity we have today. And if you don't dig deeper and find a more meaningful Christianity and go back to what Christ was actually teaching, you are going to have a problem called someone has enslaved my mind. Ooh. J. Now, Reverend Love, I believe a deity can be angered, wrathful, and cruel, however the difference be in the individual circumstances. Wow, yeah, definitely. Definitely deities can be cruel. That's for sure. Absolutely. There's a lot of deities that are, they're definitely wrathful. That's not the issue. Here's the issue. My goodness, Jay. The Vatican keeps many truths from us. I have never agreed with this. The secrets that are under Dan Brown was not off when you talk about, you read the Da Vinci Code, the secrets that are under the Vatican and how long, but we're not done yet, and how long it has been going on. Oh my goodness. It's very interesting, as karma would have it, that a witch outs the church. It's very interesting. Isn't that karma? They say karma is a mother and her name is Biatch. Ooh, a witch calls the church to task. Who'd ever thunk it? Who'd ever thunk it? This is what they would never tell you in church. This is what they hope you will never discover. This is what they hope you won't research. They hope you won't research all of the things that you've been taught. They hope that you will just take it and eat it on a platter the way it was given to you. That's what they're hoping. And they're keeping their fingers crossed, and they are doing all of the classic symbols of how to manipulate people. Okay? Oh, renew your membership on the channel. That's a good question. Follow the link, Kathy, follow the link below, and that may help. Let's go further. So the people who killed Christ, okay, so the Jewish people were the people that bought the claim against him. What was the claim that the Jewish people bought against Christ? He's a sorcerer who tempts our people away to worship gods. Gods with an S. Other gods, not our God. Yahweh was the God of the Jewish people. So what did the Jewish people say? He's perversive. He's trying to tear at the fabric of our very religion. Why? Because Christ was a rebel. Okay, so he is teaching these subversive, I said perversive, not perversive, subversive. He's teaching these radical beliefs that the kingdom of heaven is within you, that greater things than you eat these kids shall you do. That, yes, not only am I here healing the sick, you can do the same thing. And he gave a charge. He gave a passing on of these abilities to 12 and then to 70. And he said, if you step on a serpent, it won't even harm you. The venom of a serpent won't harm you. What is that? And he told them, you can do it. He told them, you and I are one, just as the Father and I are one. He taught oneness. Hello. Thank you, Danielle. Come on, I got to get a new bell in Mexico. I got to get a Mexico bell. I'm coming to you from Mexico. So he was extremely subversive to their way of being, and he was upset in the apple cart, and he was a rebel, and he was preaching this apocalyptic message, and oh, you got to go. And what did they accuse him of? They accused him of sorcery. Sorcery? This is what the Jewish people said. Sorcery and inciting our people to worship other gods. What did they tell the Roman government? Because they couldn't tell the Roman government sorcery and he's inciting other people to worship other gods. Well, the Romans had 59 million gods. That wasn't no problem to the Romans. That's not a capital offense. And sorcery, that's certainly not a capital offense. Sorcerers everywhere. You can't throw a stone and not hit a sorcerer or a magic person. So why is that going to be a capital offense? It wasn't a capital offense. So guess what they had to do? They had to doctor the charges and say, oh, because they know what would get the Roman people. Oh, no. He's going against you. He's going against the Roman government. This is one who is a traitor. Oh, what? Well, now this we have to investigate. Yeah, it's going to be an uprising against the Roman government. Well, this we have, oh, no. We have to put this to rest. And even in the story, Pontius Pilate said that he did not want to kill this woman, this man, and his wife. The woman I'm talking about is his wife. His wife had a very bad dream when it came to Jesus. The angels and the upper beings were coming to her like, oh my goodness. And she went to her husband. She said, don't kill that man because it's a holy man and they're trying to get him. Who came with that wisdom? The wife. From where? A dream. And Pontius Pilate was just wringing his hands. He was like, how can I get out of killing this man? Because I don't want that on me. They knew he was a holy man. So he said, let me get rid of the problem. Let me send him somewhere else. They sent him to Herod. Let me send him somewhere else. Let me send him to a higher up. They deal with him. Then I can just get it off my hands. But it didn't work. Because we already know the destiny and the calling on Christ's life, that he was here for a minute to teach us how to do it. And then peace out. He wasn't supposed to be here for 70, 80, 90, 100 something odd years. He said, you can't take my life, but I can give it up. And that's what he did. He chose to give up his life for humanity. What, to save us? No, so you can fucking save yourself. Save your own damn self. As long as you keep looking to somebody for a savior, you're going to be sitting there victim and powerless. He gave you the tools to get up and work out your own salvation. Not wait for him to come save you. The second coming of Jesus is already here. It's called you. I said it. Now, let's go further. So we understand how these bloodthirsty people came to actually kill him. Then we also read the rest of the story. Then we also understand that these bloodthirsty people had all manner of torturing people and killing people that were highly horrific, gory, and bloody. The bloodier, the better. Okay, let's go further. We also said that the Romans were slaveholders. So what was Saturnalia? Many people think Saturnalia was a pagan custom that had to do with the sun, because we understand that around the time of the winter solstice, the sun in effect stands still for 3 days and then it advances again. And so it was almost like plunging into the darkness, right? The fall equinox, you have equal dark, equal light, and then it's getting darker, right? Well, the sun is equal day and night. Hold on, let me get my equinox and solstices together. Okay, equal day and night in the fall, and then the sun goes advancing. Is that advancing? Correct me if I'm wrong. At the winter solstice, the equinox solstice, at the winter solstice, the sun appears to stand still for 3 days. It doesn't advance. What does that mean? It looks like the sun has left and then it begins to advance again, right? So what do people think? People think, oh my God, it's going dark. Oh, we got to do our offerings. We have to do whatever we need to do so that we have the celebration of the sun's return. Once again, the rising of the sun. This is all astrology, right? The rising of the sun. Longest night. Okay. So the solstice, the winter solstice, and the no. Fall equinox, spring equinox, tell us the longest light day and the longest dark day. I just wrote the longest dark night. I just wrote this out the other day. But at any rate, what happens is it appears that the sun has sort of retreated, almost like a death, like a 3-day death and then a resurrection. Does that sound familiar? And then the sun rises again. And now that the sun rises again, you're talking about the return of the sun, Saturnalia. There's a big celebration and a big feast. Well, Saturnalia was actually an event that occurred in Rome that was longer than 1 day, right? During this event in Saturnalia, okay, longest night, winter solstice. Thank you. Longest day, spring. Thank you. Thank you. The darkest, longest night, winter solstice, where we plunge into the dark. And then we come out of it and start, the days get longer until, thank you, Jay, for putting me back on the universal cosmic time clock. Thank you. We're doing this together in the conversation family. I so appreciate it. So, during Saturnalia, one of the things that used to occur is that the Romans, the Roman lords, or whatever you want to call them, who owned slaves, which were a lot of people in Rome owned slaves. Like, it was normal to own slaves. The Romans who owned slaves, their slaves could swap places with them during Saturnalia and actually eat at their table rather than just stand there and serve them. They go back in the kitchen, get beat, get whipped, whatever they felt like doing. There were no laws on how you treat people that work in your home, right? They were just slaves. And slaves was a way of living. Everybody had slaves. You have many slaves in your house. And they're not servants, not how you're thinking about it today. You know, how you would be kind to people who come and clean your home, or you pay them a fair wage, or you hire a cleaning service, and everyone's equal. So you're not better than your cleaning service person. Your cleaning service person is offering you a service and you are paying them appropriately. That wasn't what we're talking about. We're talking about straight up slaves in the house. You give me whatever I want. You do whatever I say. Now, during Saturnalia, it flipped. The the slaves could actually boss around their bosses. Role reversal. Don't ask me where that crazy custom came from. This is part of what they did. What they also had, so where did the pedophilia come in? This is where we're going to talk about this right now. What was also very common in Roman culture was the concept of the houseboy. The houseboy is a sex toy, pretty much. Underage boys that the men in the house could just have sex with anytime they felt like it. Like, you had a wife and you had houseboys. And you just, anytime you want to, you just do whatever you want to them. That just creeps me out to no end. It just really does. It just does. Now, and I need to pray more on that, and I need to forgive more. I really do. Because it's sadistic. Now, from you, Tina, look it up. Tina, look it up. Oh my God. And guess what? It all fit together. Why did it all fit together? Because this is what Christianity was born in. How so many priests still are raping boys to this day. It came together like a lightning bolt. I was like, the angels were just feeding me the information. I'm like, oh my God. I have to teach this. Why do you think in the Catholic Church there's so much pedophilia? Why? It doesn't exist like that in Islam. I know in many places, oh my goodness. Oh man, May, that thing is so disturbing. It just gets inside your spirit. It gets inside your spirit. It makes you have to want to do something to tell people to free themselves, tell people to let go of that energy, tell people don't perpetuate that, tell people don't be a party to that. Oh my God. All American Prepper said I would pay for your OnlyFans. Thank you. I need to make me some extra dough then on OnlyFans. Wink, wink. Thank you for that, All American Prepper. I'll keep it in mind. It's always good to have a backup plan. Oh my God. So By the way, family, I'm on Clubhouse, and we're going to start doing some delicious stuff on Clubhouse too. And we are experiencing Hamatin in Africa. What is Hamatin? Hell yeah, all day. You gorgeous. Thank you so much. I actually have an OnlyFans account. I just never put anything on there. But hey, let's see. Anyhow, thank you for giving me another income stream. Hey, if the spiritual teachings don't work, we can do something else. Oh my God. So, Seth, tell me what we are experiencing Hamatin in Africa. Seth, what is that? I don't know what that is. I'm not familiar with the term. Can you help me understand it? I don't know what that is, okay? All American Prepper is putting up the dollar signs, baby. Love it. Tina's cracking up. Hey, I got a backup plan. He just gave me a backup plan. Okay, now I digress. Okay, I'm distracted now. I need to get back on these Roman people. And it's so disturbing to consider, right? Make it rain, storm winds. All ministers, sometimes we gotta meet the people where they are. I'm here to serve. Oh my God. Oh man, y'all are tripping me out. Family, you know what? It's the spiritual healing in me. Family, you know what? Thank you for giving me. Okay, enough of my family. Yeah, I was a JW, Beth. Yes, I was a JW. Family, thank you for giving us some comic relief, in this conversation. Because this is a heavy conversation. This is, I don't know. I reflect on it, and you know what I think about? I think about all the little boys. And it's not just little boys. Of course, it's girls. Of course, it's all people, all different kinds of people have been subjected to inappropriate sexual advances from people that were in authority and from people that they trusted. People they trusted. You trust the priest. So you're going to do what the priest said, but they don't realize. I don't know if they realize that this thing is in their fabric. They still have houseboys. The Romans still have houseboys. They're called altar boys. They changed the name. And if you think that has anything to do with Christ, I'll say more prayers for you. I don't know what that has to do with Christ. Nothing. Christ was about healing people, lifting people, helping people, not taking advantage of people and their innocence. It's just grimy, slimy. But it does answer a lot of questions, doesn't it? It tells you why in the Catholic Church there is so much pedophilia, and it continues to this day. And how much has the Vatican paid to keep these people silent? How much? Look it up. I'm never asking for believers. We're spiritual gangsters. We don't believe shit. We know shit. And we seek the truth. And when we find out the truth, we let go of what we believed yesterday. And we withdraw our energy from all the things that are oppressive, that are hateful, that are unkind, that are taking advantage of the most innocent beings that we have among us. I can't not give my energy to that. Do not give your energy to that. And guess what? How is it that the Roman Empire, the emperor is the Pope? No heat on the Pope. Hey, everybody's got it. I wear pointy hats too. No heat on the Pope. What I'm saying is this is a systemic, not Pope as a person. This is a systemic issue that is baked into the fabric and the consciousness of the Catholic Church. This is what it was born in. This was what was in the egg and the sperm that germinated it. And the Kabbalah said it right. What's in the tree, what's in the seed is in the tree. You can't have you can't plant grape seeds and get apricots. You can't plant pedophilia. You can't have pedophilia in the seed and bloodlust in the seed and not have it in the tree. How do you think they got away with? Doesn't it all make sense now? Storm Winds, this thing was blowing my I never connected all the dots because maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough. But as I continue to dig deeper and deeper in the story that Christianity is still trying to perpetrate on people every Sunday, that's why I really believe that life shut down churches for a while. And people were, oh, this is an outrage, shut down a church. Well, what do you do if the church is shut down? You must find God within. Were you relying or dependent upon the church? If you were relying and dependent on an outside structure that cannot save you. Church is wonderful. I never met a church I didn't like. It's beautiful. I don't need it. I like it. I enjoy it. Yay, get with the choir. Woo, it feels so good. I feel so good in the churches. I feel so good. I don't need it. You see, you need not need it. Have to have it every Sunday to get your burst and get back to Jesus. Jesus is right here. Look in the mirror. You want to find Jesus? Let's go further. Reverend Val, there's more? There's more. Now, think about this. These bloodthirsty pedophiles, slave-owning people, get together, and these are the ones that curated the Bible. These are the people who told me what the Bible is? Okay. How's this happening? God and the angels are probably going like, wow, we have work to do. And the angels are like, no. Look, the angels are like, we just sent Jesus down there and this is what they do? The angel's like, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? These nuts don't get it. God, we keep telling you, this earth, planet, and these humans, it's a massive fail. It's a massive fail. No, I believe in them. That's God. I believe in them. They can do it. But we keep going left. What is up? Okay. These people, everything's within, right? It's within. It's picking the Bible apart. Ooh, look at this J. Ooh. You see, these are the people who elected, quote unquote, the church fathers, quote unquote, who got together 300 years after Christ was ascended back in heaven doing his thing. 300 years later, they get together and decide some things for all humanity, and it's still working. They still got a billion people under the spell of the Catholic Church. 1 billion people. Wow. They get together in a room and curate the narrative. Look up the Nicene Creed. Look up the Council of Rome. Look up who was there. Council of Nicaea, where they came up with the Nicene Creed. What do we believe? Notice, what do we believe? Not what did Jesus say. Look at the Nicene Creed. Look at what Jesus said. Two different things. But this is what we're gonna do. Got together. That still amazes me that a group of men in pointy hats and long robes can get together and make up what 1 billion people believe, but they're still doing it. Still perpetrating fraud, still doing it. And the people, how did they get 1 billion people to do what they said? Easy. God said it. God said it. God said it. Oh, well, if God said it. But I want to check the facts. Can I ask for myself? Can I show your math? Can you show me? Because I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer. And people speak in awe of the church fathers. The church fathers were fucking pedophiles and bloodthirsty savages. Boom, end of story. Go look it up. There's your church fathers. And I want to know, where was the church mothers? Do we have any church mothers? No, no church mothers. That's how the saying is true. A religion without a goddess is halfway to atheism. A religion without a goddess is halfway to atheism. No feminine aspect of God. Let's just write that out. God is a father. He got children, but he ain't got no mother. How you get, that's unnatural. How you get children from no feminine aspect? And I'm not talking about penises and vagina here, because I know that there are many beautiful gay couples. I have beautiful gay couple friends who have many children. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the masculine. This is all energy, masculine and feminine energy in the universe, and everyone has within them masculine and feminine energy. This is a law of the universe. This is not about penises and vaginas. I've said that a million times. This is about energy. Everything is energy. How do you have the masculine, only masculine energy in the entire universe? The universe would have already destroyed itself. You have yin and yang. You have a sun and a moon. You have night and day. Oh my God. They wanted to suck all the yin out of Christianity. There's not enough yin in Christianity. That's why it's such a yang religion. It's just a yang religion. It just goes and gets more, grabs more people and brings them in. And it just hellfire and damnation and judgment. It's over yang. It's over yang. Someone's calling it right now. God calling. Isn't it? Right. How do you have a father and a son without a mother? How did they do that? How did they do that, Danielle? And how is it that people are going along with it as if they can be okay with that? I am 15 and think of being a witch. Do you have advice for me to start? Yes, Tay Beauty. YouTube, Tay Beauty. Go to christianwitches.com. It has everything there for you to get started. And follow this page and follow the Instagram and follow the YouTube channel. Okay? Can you imagine? They want to hide the goddess, tried to kill the goddess. They tried to off the goddess. How you going to assassinate a goddess? Can't be done. Because guess what? The people kept the goddess in their hearts. They kept the goddess alive. Even as the men got together in a room and said, yeah, so it's dudes. It's a good old boys network. Yeah, it's lots of dudes. It's just dudes up in here. And let's make it that the women can never take over. And the women were sitting back at home laughing like, where are they? They're at their pointy hat meeting. Oh, they are? Yeah, what are they doing? Trying to come up with this thing called the Bible. I don't know. The women were like, these nuts. The women were like, you meet me out. No, they didn't have phones. Girlfriend, you meeting me out in the woods because we're gonna do our Venus rituals. Absolutely. Okay, see you then. Go with their candles, doing it, going to the cave, doing their Venus rituals, even as their husbands and the men were taking over, we're co-opting Christianity. I'm gonna make a comedy skit about that one day. I'm gonna definitely make a comedy skit about that one day, I'm telling you. And they really decided what was the Bible, what people are gonna believe, and people still believe it to this day. They came up with the Trinity. Did you hear Jesus say anything about a Trinity? Not a thing. Did you hear Jesus say anything about God the Father, God the Mother, God the Holy Ghost? Not a thing. They made it up. They made it up. They conjured it. And once they conjured it, they got you to believe it. Now, I'm not saying that there is not a divine triune. There is. Because they knew from Egypt that there was Isis, Osiris, and Horus, also known as originally, before the Greeks got a hold of it, right? Originally, Asur, Set, and Horus, Heru. They already knew. We already knew that there was a divine triune. Christianity didn't freaking make it up. They co-opted it and added it in. Like, we got to get the same thing that got all these other people. Let's put that in there too. This is diabolical. And then, because it's an over-yang religion with no goddess, they now proceeded to go out and hunt and kill anyone who did not hold the same theology. Where did you see Christ fighting anybody? Where did you see Jesus fighting anyone? Where? Show it to me. He didn't even fight them when they came to get him. And when they came to get him too early, he didn't fight them. He was like, they had him. And he just slipped out from this. He simply disappeared. He was able to disappear. He was able to do bilocation, be one place and another place at the same time. He was able to converse with dead people, great necromancer. He was able to do all of these magical things. And the Christians want to tell you, no magic. Why? Because if you start doing magic, you will become the most powerful being in your world. And no one who's trying to control your head would like you to become the most powerful being in your own world. No. You need the church. You need the people that go to God for you. What did God say? God said this. Fuck off. I said it. And that's very irreverent. And I got a potty mouth for a minister. Fuck off. Fuck straight off. Nope. No. 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 My vote is no. Man, if they had me in that night, I would have snuck in that Nicene Creed dressed up like a man, doing a Joan of Arc on them. Joan of Arc was out there doing her thing, and they didn't discover this woman was not even a man. How can she do all these things? She's not a man. She's like, whatever, dudes. She's a saint. She's a saint right now. Danielle said, fuck right off. Fuck off. No, dudes, that's not it. Wow, if there had been who was checking these people? Who is making them accountable? Who was holding them accountable? No one. They were afraid and they ruled in terror and fear for over a millennia until Martin Luther did something about it, right? So now here we have the Jewish, the Baptist people. Hello, hey Mike, how you loving? And now we straight off, right, Tina? Tina and Danielle is like, let's go get these dudes. Come on. I know who to call. Tina and Danielle. Nah. They spiritual gangsters. Spiritual gangsters up in here, right? So, family, you must understand, you cannot treat these Catholic churches if you cannot treat the Catholic faith as if it is benign and beneficial. When you consider the Catholic Church, be thankful for all the good that they have done. And also knowing where it came from. It came from bloodthirsty savages that had slaves and raped little boys. What do I want to do about that? I'm not telling you what to do about it. I'm saying understand the truth and then know within yourself what you're going to do about it. Is that the energy we're going to feed? I don't think so. Now, let's go further before we conclude. What's the bottom line? The bottom line is that even though with Baptists and Pentecostals and Methodists and all of the other strands of Christianity, flavors of Christianity that we have, it's all beautiful, except the cult that I came from, which is Jehovah's Witnesses. I wouldn't call that beautiful. But anyway, had to be there. I give thanks for it. If you look at all these strands of Christianity, they all came from the same place. So Baptists would try to tell you it's different. It's a different flavor. It's still ice cream, boo. So the Catholic Church was serving up vanilla ice cream, and you serving up chocolate, and you serving up strawberry, and you serving up pistachio, and you got mint chocolate chip, and you got cookie dough. This is still ice cream, and you are to recognize with your eyes of truth. As flaming swords, you are to recognize the truth and to absolutely turn away from And absolutely do not lend any energy to that which is not true if you're a spiritual truth seeker, right? Now, this is what I will say. I never preach, go get them. Let's have a picket. Let's revolt. Let's burn down churches. I never teach that. You know why? You don't have to. There's something so much more powerful. Withdraw your energy from it. See, they need the energy of people to keep doing it. That's why I'm having this conversation with you. Do not give your energy to it. I promise you, if you had a garden and you didn't water it and it had no sun, it would die. You wouldn't have a garden anymore. See, in the universe, things don't need you to do anything about them. They don't need you to kill it. They don't require that. You want to kill something, withdraw your energy from it. You want to kill your relationship, withdraw your energy from it. Your relationship would be dead in no time flat. You want these structures around the globe to fall, withdraw your energy from it. And I need negative and positive energy from it. What does that mean? That means don't even talk about it in the sense of complaining about it. Here we're having a conversation for awareness, understanding, revelation, truth. We're having a discussion that is a revelatory discussion, a revelation of truth. We're not complaining about them. So I don't want anyone to take the wrong thing from this message. And I'm not saying burn down Catholic churches or any churches. I revere churches. I love churches. It's beautiful. I'm a minister. I have honor for every holy place I've ever been in. And I also want you to know that under the surface, what created this thing? And this is my word for witches. Witches, especially Christian witches. You're so punked and in the closet because of these Christians. Did you ever think to turn and tell the Christians, rather than them punking you, punk them? Did you ever, the people in your life that you love, and whom love you don't want to come out of the closet because you fear the judgment, like I did, I was there, because you fear their judgment and their wrath, because they're in a goddessless religion. You could understand it. There's no yin in their religion. Now, Christ was completely yin and yang, completely balanced, and he had a yin counterpart, Mary Magdalene. That's a story for another day about Jesus' wife and kids. That's another conversation, right? We can't do everything in one day. This is the part that you want to walk away with. People have been punking you based on their religion that was created by pedophiles and bloodthirsty slave owners and not Christ. That's what they've been pimping you over. That's what they've been judging you by. That's the standard that you're going to think you're going to judge me by? I don't think so. They're not practicing what Christ taught. So go back and find what Christ taught, and you can find it. You can find all these gospels that were eliminated from the narrative. The Bible is curated, carefully curated for a narrative, the script that's being written and still run on 1 billion people on the planet. And I just say, free yourself, free your mind, the rest will follow. And Vogue was right. Don't be so blind, don't be so shallow. Free your mind. That's it. Let the Christians punk you no more. Just send them to this video and say, are you aware? And not in a mean way or in an ugly way, in a revealing way. Are you aware? Because many people are not aware. They're in the darkness. They're lost sheep. They don't even know. They don't know what that institution is that they go to every single Sunday and what they've been giving their energy to. They don't know the roots of that institution. They don't know that the Holy Roman Empire is still ruling them and their family. They don't know that. Could you support them in understanding and having awareness if they want it? That's it and that's all. ValerieLove.com, because we've got some amazing things coming up for you, especially a couple of beautiful retreats right here in Mérida, Mexico. One of them is going to be on the spring equinox We're going to go to the ancient cities here in Mexico on the spring equinox and tap into the Mayans and the Toltecs. Let me not say cannot wait, because I can. Come on with us for the equinox. Go to ValerieLove.com, ValerieLove.com, and today it'll also be on ChristianWitches.com. Oh my God. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. God bless you. Peace, KAISI out. Yay, Storm Williams, thank you. All American Prepper, thank you. Family, thank you. I love you. God bless. Have a beautiful